Hello ladies, it's me, Penny, at Penny's place, and it's another windy blustery day. So we're in the craft room and what we're doing today is we're trying to make amends for trying to do jobs when you're very tired, you're not in the right light and everything else. I was been making a little mouse. This is the little mouse, see? I put him near me, you can see him better. And I've never done a button jointed one before. I've only used cotter pins, but it's coming out quite nice, I thought. I've used it in that lovely soft wool fabric again. It's lovely. So I've done the head. Now you might get points for the first mistake. Obvious mistake. Can we see it? Can we? One side he's got that lovely wool effect, the other side he's got felt. Now I know how that happened because I was going to do it in felt, or I was going to have felt as an enforcer, like, you know, for this finished fabric. But no, I decided to give his head half felt and half. So that's what I'm doing this morning, is I'm picking all my stitches and I'll make him a proper head. So I'm taking out the stuffing and saving it. So what else I came on to say was, I'm so sad about this because, one, because the charity won't be getting as much money as what it normally does because of this horrible COVID, or as Chloe calls it, stupid virus. Yes, it's very stupid, COVID. And as you know, I try and make poppies up, and I usually give them to a local hospital that I visit quite frequently, the Holton. And the ladies in the little shop there, they sell the poppies and what have you. So I just give them, you know what I mean, to add to their little collection, and hopefully it'll just give a bit more money. And this year I decided to do bookmarks as well, all hand painted bookmarks. Yeah, and we've got book flying as well. So I just thought for a change I'd do bookmarks. I did enjoy doing them, and of course I've still got my one bag. This is one bag. I think there's a few more lying around, and it's not happening. So we know a nurse from the bigger hospital in Warrington, Sharon. So we asked whether they'd be interested in them, and of course they've come back with the same answer. Because of this terrible virus, the flow of traffic, patients going in and out and visitors, it's just not there anymore. So you know, if you hear of things on the television and that, and she said it's really not worth giving them in, because she said there's no flow of traffic. In fact, she doesn't think the ones who do sell poppies would be there anyway, because the cafe's shut. So then I thought about, I know somebody else who I think does poppies and that, and she's a hairdresser, but of course all that's just closed down yesterday, because Warrington's in tier 3, I think, the high tier anyway. So a bit disappointing, but even more disappointing for the poppy charity, you know, for the servicemen in need and that. So I did suggest to Alfie sit at the gate with a bucket and all my poppies and that. But tell you the truth, we don't even get that many people down here either. And on a day like today, they'd be rushing around, because this week has been terrible for rain and wind. So that's not viable either. So we'll put our thinking caps on, and I'll have to send my donation in a slightly different way. I think there's quite a few people are going to do like a poppy to put in the window. So I will be doing that. I'll try and paint a decent sized poppy, you know what I mean, and put it in the window. So that's that I wanted to chat about. So I can put my poppies away. What else am I doing on my desk lately? Yes, I'm doing another bracelet somewhere. This one's just for me because I tend to wear this one all the time. I've still got some nice ones in my shop if you're interested, denim ones and Victorian style ones, but this is the one I'm working on at the moment. It's just scraps of velvet, you see, that I've sewn together. Don't look at the back, that's the back. And so all strips of velvet, and then I'm just outlining them really with beads and that. Then I found this nice trim and I thought, oh, that's nice, and it had coloured beads on it. I think they're little shells actually. They look like shells. But when I was doing them, well, the paint was coming off. So last night before I went to bed, I painted all the little shells with nail varnish. So that should last a while, shouldn't it? So where that gap is in the middle, I'm thinking of doing embroidery rose there, or an embroidery flower. So that's all I'm really up to at the moment, ladies. I think I showed you my other little mouse I did in velvet, but I don't think he can go in the shop because, again, he seems not quite straight, is it, down to his nose. So he's like, hello. He's like, hello. So I've got to talk to him now because I miss me Mr. Pitt, don't I? And I still look out for him all the time. And look at the windows. I go down at 1 in the morning because sometimes he used to roam half the night, but about 1 o'clock he expected to be let in. And I did every night, of course. I used to wait out for him or shout his name. And I'm still looking out the window and everything else. And I do miss the company terribly. But life goes on. Art's still off work. Not sure what's happening there because he's my carer as well. Part-time care if you want or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I've got no immune system at all, so it's very dicey, him going back and mixing and then coming back to me type of thing. Because unfortunately I'm always ill in winter. I'm not going to be this year. This is going to be my illness-free year because I'm not near anybody to pick anything up, hopefully. So it could be a good year for me in that sense. Instead of last year I missed Christmas because of being very poorly. The family came to the gate and that's as far as they can because they had snivels as well. And I just stood on the front doorstep and waved to them. The Christmas before, I think I'd just come out of hospital at Christmas, or I was just going in at Christmas, I can't remember now. So they said Christmas will be very different this year. Well, it will be if I stay at home. Other than that, it would be my usual Christmas. But we've got the Christmas cake made. It's a new recipe that we've done in the slow cooker. You know, on them cookers you leave on for hours and hours. And there was only like 3 ingredients. I've never done this recipe before. It is soak your sultan is only mixed fruit. We added cherries and other things. But 24 hours in Baileys, or chocolate Baileys. We like that. So we did that. And then, chocolate milk as well. Not all the whole bottle of Baileys. Some of the Baileys, and then the rest is chocolate milk. So we did that. And then basically you just add flour. Because you won't need sugar anyway, because the fruit's got all its own sugar, hasn't it? And it looks lovely and it smells divine. It's all wrapped up now, so keep a close eye on it. We'll most probably make holes in it put a little bit more alcohol in it as if it needs more. So, but we keep saying we're going to make a small one, which we should have done first really. Make a small one and just keep it for a week or two and then eat it, or eat some of it. And just to find out how nice it is, like, you know, or if we've made a mistake maybe or something like that. So that's our plans for that. Not going feeding the ducks or swans because it's horrible, the weather. Everything's horrible. So but we'll carry on. I don't think there was anything else I really was chatting about, but I was so upset about my poppies and that. And I've done a couple of nice new designs as well somewhere. There, I've been doing that little design, and it's sweet. Like a little round poppy. That's the shape I normally do. Yeah. The new shape. And they've all got little pins on the back and what have you, safety pins at that. But then I came across this. Now, I'm sure it was Beadie who sent me this. I think she did for my birthday. And it's got die cut in it and stamps, I think, as well. No, just the dies. Yeah, so I might start that this afternoon as well. It's got all the felt inside and what have you, so I'll have to get my machine out. For my machines, I could have thrown my sewing machine. I was finishing off a placemat, you know, a Christmas placemat for the table. Oh, could it go right? No, the night before I was trying. And I thought, no, you're leaving it too late at night. You can't see very well. And I was going to make a big mistake or hurt myself, so I left it. So yesterday morning I started again. And it must have took me another 3-4 hours. I kept stripping it, brushing inside all the bits and pieces, dismantling it, putting it back together. But it's going now, touch wood. Where's my wood? I've not got much wood in here. Where's any wood? There's a bit. So, touch wood. Oh, bamboo stick it was actually. What else has happened? Long John is still around. Very nice to see him. He's surviving. For a change now, Arthur's brought nuts. Because it's got a lot more fat in it, hasn't it? For the birdies to pile it on for the winter. They're the only ones happy that Mr. Pitt's gone somewhere else to live, the birds. But I'm saying that, they've got a new visitor. Arthur informed me this morning that one of the little sparrows that lives out the back is no more. A sparrowhawk, aptly named, aren't they? Sparrowhawk. He said it was fantastic watching it. We've got a hole in the fence which wants mending, and it come through the hole, Arthur said, and scooped up this bird. And you know, they put the wings over it, you know. And what was left, the jackdaws, I think, went at it. Or magpie, I think he said he saw a magpie. So it is nice to see different birds, but you know, it's part of nature, isn't it? This is what happens. So I'll have to get him to get some nuts on the front, because on the telephone wires, especially last year, we saw quite a few finches. So if we put nuts on the tree at the front, I might be lucky and get a glimpse of them now and again. So I thought Arthur had walked in then. He hasn't, has he? I can see behind me now. And so that's it, ladies. I'm getting a bit dry now. I need a drink. So I'll come back and I'll show you what else I've done. And hopefully I'll have done my putty cat, who's going to be very great friends with this this mouse. So I'll reconstruct after I've deconstructed. Deconstruct first and then reinstruct, you know what I mean. So that's it, ladies. So it was nice having a chat with you, and thank you for all my subbies and all my new subbies as well. And I'll speak to you very soon. I hope I didn't frighten you coming on like this. Bye for now.